Hey guys, and welcome back to yet another game in the League of Legends. Today, we're playing something a little different, aka in the support Nautilus. So I know this may seem a little weird because it's not totally in the meta, you don't see it often, but I think it's actually like really cool and a lot of fun. And there was a time that I actually played with my friends and it was like amazing. I did an amazing job with it and I really just so much fun. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. And here's something I want to talk about real quick before I go over the teams. But maybe, just maybe you guys, I know there are some of you who want to watch these videos and learn something from them, like in the meta, but I'm hoping maybe you guys will be okay with me going out and doing my whole zany thing. Like, I like playing things that are a bit weird, maybe not the best, and like I play to have like fun, like, and I like to experiment. So I will still be playing a lot of games like more seriously. Even now, I think Nautilus is something that can be played like half fun, half serious. But like I want to play games almost like for at a certain point. Maybe I was thinking for my Sundays, my subscriber Sundays. Like so far, no one's really been able to join me because I guess it's because of my low subscriber base right now, but hopefully maybe you guys won't mind if I like try to have fun those days. I mean, at least until like it gets off the ground. Like I might just like, since I've been just doing random things those days, maybe I'd just go ahead and do something random and crazy and fun. So now let's quickly go over the teams. We have mid Lysandra, top Irelia, ADC Misfortune, Nautilus support, and Jungle Wednesdays. They have an ADC Caitlyn, top Fiora, mid Ari, support Viger, and jungle Fiddlesticks. So let's see if we can't just take this Caitlyn out. So we did a lot of damage there, but sadly, you know, our MF took a lot of damage too. One of the reasons I'm Nautilus right now because he is actually a really strong tank. And he can be used in plenty of ways that kind of like include being a full-on tank. And especially one thing I think is good about it is in this game, at least as you guys can probably see right now, is we don't have like a real dedicated tank. We have Jin Sao and Irelia who can be tanky, but they're not dedicated to being in that tank role. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. They can see me, I know. But that makes it more fun that way. Because they think they've got the upper hand. So I'm stunned. Gonna stand here to make sure I can protect my ADC. Wait. I have this. I have the Spoils of War ability for my Relic Shield. So I should be trying more to maybe spread the wealth of my item, and I don't actually have it yet, so I guess it's good that they kind of took it out. Let's see if we can't just get this done. Okay, good. So the wards are gone now. It gives me a little bit more freedom, and probably instead of getting W second, I probably should have gone in E after that, just because it gives me a great amount. Come on, kill her. I'm fine with tanking the turret. Okay, so hopefully, dang it. MF died. But here's something that's really strong on us. He's a pretty amazing tank, so he can take a lot of damage and almost, that was the reason why we were able to die, but sadly, MF maybe went a little bit too far. I mean, I was kind of planning that I was going to die, but I was hoping I wasn't. So, but I was thinking that maybe Caitlyn could have, our MF could have gone in, killed Caitlyn, then went back out that way instead of going behind enemy lines completely. That might have been a little bit easier for her to get back out of. So let's see. I think it's good. We died 1 for 1. But the thing is, if you look, I have the assist and Viger has the kill. So while that may make Viger a little bit stronger, he is essentially the support, so that's not going to be the best thing in the world for him him, because he still has to kind of like go and do. I was gonna get that. And I'm taking damage, but I want this. I want it now. I want the blood. I didn't get her. Okay, gonna try auto-attacking that, but I guess I didn't. Just get my shield, pop my potions. I don't care enough, because I do have quite a bit of tankiness. And, I mean, if I do die in the end, I guess that's a little bit serious, but I almost feel like I should be able to survive just fine. And I'm going to power this up for my slow. Later on, like second, I'm going to get my shield for more survivability. My Q is maybe, I think you can get more cooldown reduction, but the thing is, like, that probably is more towards, like, consistent fights, and I'm not really sure I'm going to go for that, like, immediately. So let's see if I can't just take this out. So, at this point, we're actually, like, got a really good trade down. I didn't take too much damage, and I'm pretty tanky. I mean, she took some damage, but getting Viger out of the game, perhaps, might be very good on our side. Something very nice to do. So, actually, I can still actually go ahead and hit the Viger with my auto attack and still get some damage down. Making sure I leave in time. Okay, just so I don't get stunned. It was all timed out accordingly. I'm just kidding. Aw, that was so close, guys. You saw that, right? And I stepped on a cupcake mean. I'm gonna take damage over time, and I'm seen. But that should be fine. If we're not too crazy, my mana should be back in time. 60, 50. They're pretty high mana costs. Exactly. They're not super high, but they do take quite a bit of mana to get done. So, I can't really make the most often trades, and that's the problem, which is why I don't want to get so much cooldown reduction, because even if I can consistently get off my anchor and snare them, I'm not going to have the mana to really fight all the time, which is my #1 reason for not wanting to be able to, thinking that getting the anchor isn't going to be the most viable thing in the world. This will give me more damage and more tankiness, and that's a really good thing in my opinion. I want... Oh, wait. Okay, they have vision in the bush. That much I can tell. Because if you guys can't tell, they actually can... The minions can go up and attack me. So let's see if I can't just turn around and get this with my fat anchor and the relic shield. Okay, so she's stunned. And that should be fine. Let's see if I can't destroy this ward. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I almost auto-attacked it. And I was kind of hoping she'd come closer. And so now they're warding. Gonna do a little bit of damage there. Dodge that. And right now I could probably consider that I can go back soon. Okay, let's go. Okay, sorry guys. I don't know why it's not letting me go back to my character. Okay, so we've managed to survive this. We took them outside, guys. For some reason, it wouldn't let me go back and, like, get out of the all of you. I didn't even click Y, I don't think. So that was a little crazy, I guess. And they might have seen me already, so I don't really care too much. I'm just going to be here, show off some pressure. Oh, and I'm level 6, guys, so I have my ult. So if I really have to go in and tank. Okay, so like you see that, guys, that's just a lot of power that I have in initiating. We were able to just take out the Caitlyn, yeah. So it turns out all right. We got the mid laner, so we're doing a really good job. So I'm just gonna BRB, tell her, let her know that, even though she obviously sees it. And I'm gonna get the Sight Stone. Yeah, that's what it's called. The Stone of Sight, and like usual, since I'm a support, I'm going to naturally be building more into the cooldown reduction, so I don't need the cooldown reduction boosts that supports usually get. And getting Moby boots to perhaps better myself in terms of ganking might be the better way to do this. And it seems like Fiora, who can be really strong if she isn't shut down, is getting shut down. But also, it's probably due to the fact that Irelia, like I've said before, is an insanely strong champion, so it's understandable. And this is kind of, we're kind of bulldozing them at the moment. That's pretty cool. But sadly, I know that sometimes that isn't the most exciting thing to see in the world. So hopefully you guys don't mind. And MF is on the way. So I'm just gonna tank this. Gonna pull out my W. Maybe see if I can't prevent the minions from pushing. Okay, so it's gone. It's gone, guys. The wood is gone. So I just kind of wasted that. But at this moment, I don't care. I'll get snared. Viger isn't here to save the Caitlyn, and now he is. And I dodged that with the most efficient method. So right now that I failed my engage, but he also failed his like counter engage. So it's kind of like a stalemate, I guess you could say. So let's see. I have my ult up in 20 seconds. That will be when I could really go ahead and fight this battle. Yep, and I can and I really will go into fight this because I have a very strong capability of survival. So, to be completely honest, surviving is a fight that I initiate should be pretty dang easy. And come on, but he flashed, but that's good. I mean, I didn't use any of my summoner spells, and right now they're super weak. Okay, I accidentally used it. And I'm not gonna die. That's a little surprising considering that how everything went. Oh wait, I was so confused. I accidentally got a point in this. So I think the cooldown isn't going down. I don't know what it does. I probably got a little bit more I don't know. To be honest, I didn't read it. I meant to click the shield because it'll and read out what it was going to do, but this kind of just gives you more slow, lowers the cooldown. I don't know if the mana increases with it each time, but I'll make sure to tell you guys next time I see that. And I would say MF get out. I meant get out the other way. My bad, guys, but it seems like our ADC had finally met her resting hour, sadly. And I'm trying to go around. And he's dead. And if you guys don't know now, Viger's wall stops you. Usually you could hook, if I hook someone, I would go through the wall and survive. So I'm gonna go ahead and tank this turret and then kind of just leave after taking a whole bunch of damage. And he continues fighting. He wants me to attack the turret. What, man? So greedy. Okay, so he's attacking me. I might die here if I'm not careful, but okay, I think he has. Dang it, dude. I actually do a pretty good chunk of damage now, but I probably would have killed him if I got him on this, because this actually gives me a lot more damage. And the tower's down. Wasn't there to witness it, but it's down. And like I say, what I usually go for when I go for a little bit more tanky, I like or even on support, I like getting the Lock of the Iron slowly. It's just generally a good item. Come on. Aw, dang it. So, they're catching up a bit. We're making a few foolish plays, I guess you could say. Did she ever get Viger? I don't think so. But I was paying too much attention. He hasn't died yet. Okay, so he didn't get killed, but he was like me. We both hadn't died yet, but he's actually might benefit actually going more AP at this point, because it's like this. I'm just gonna be here annoying, waiting for the Lysandra and my teammates to collapse. And you see, that's the good thing about my ult. Okay, I actually got that somehow. And now I'm going to walk forward, and timing it perfectly, it just ends barely as I go ahead and into it. As if I didn't time that awesomely as I did. So I should be able to... yeah, I actually can just kind of walk right through that. And sadly, Viger, apparently, the teeny Master Evil, seems to be super fast. I don't know how, but I guess being the kind of champion I am, I'm not known for my speed. Let me go get some more wards out, see if I can't get some vision in the jungle. Because this is actually going to be all very nice for us. Being able to see where the enemies are, and I have enough wards for it. And the thing is, once you start getting ahead, and my teams are around, so I'm not afraid to fight anybody. And we've got him. And there's more opponents here to kill. I mean, brutally mortar. My bad. Sorry, guys. And she's slowing me. I'm gonna just back, or fail my back out, but it seemed it would have been really cool if I just nicked the edge. I'm gonna dodge this. No reason to really get myself stunned, especially even though I'm a tanky, I'm low health, and I have no mana for anything really. I believe this is most likely warded, because that's why they're not too afraid to go in, because either way they probably should have been more afraid of me. Or even if I'm super... Okay, so this Ari is suddenly awesomely powerful. So let's see if... Okay, so we got nothing off of that, and we both died. So sadly, that was probably bad on my part to engage. That's the part where I always say, like, I can get a little overconfident, the ward is. For... okay, and now she should just back off. Because going in on this right now would be foolish. But of course she probably knows that, so I'm just going to do it once. Because I know I previously told you in another game that I really disliked it. Like when someone, like when I was here, going close to the opponent. I don't remember who I was, but I remember doing it. And I'm like, ugh, I kind of scoffed at it because I'm like, it was probably like, obvious, should have been obvious that I wasn't planning on going into like a big group of enemies by myself. I'm not incredibly dumb. So maybe I make a few mistakes, but I'm not incredibly dumb. Okay, so I was thinking we could actually go ahead and fight this, but it doesn't seem like we can. Gonna flash the corners. I should be able to get out just fine with my Moby boots once they reactivate. Or I could get out without them because they didn't reactivate in time. But hopefully we could perhaps take a fight and take that like little loss and turn it around. And that would take some vision out of the enemy, like the closer jungle, the farther jungle that we had. But I realize now that having only forwards right now might be a little troublesome. And I use that, my relic shield passive again, like a complete and utter cool dude. So I'm going to go ahead and do some damage to the Scuttle Crab. We're in no real position to fight, and the dragon's up in 2 minutes, apparently. And this thing is annoying. Like, I'm telling you, it's going way too far. I mean, especially for me, like when I was Evelyn the other day, like, it almost can reset the whole health. It's like going way, ugh, dang. So we do have some vision, I guess. Okay, my vision all died, so I should be free to plant some more. Some vision here would always be decent, I guess you could say. And she flashed. Oh wow, I guess she was meaning to teleport. I didn't see nothing. Just so she doesn't go sad, and because I know it's funny and like it's almost like a joke. I didn't see that happen. Well, you didn't see what happened? I don't know. It's kind of like a funny whole like joke, I guess you could say. And I do I think a decent amount of damage to my heavy anchor. So hopefully, even though I'm a tank, I should be able to fight my own battles maybe. And that's something that I've always kind of like really liked sometimes, that sometimes I've actually been able to go ahead and like do actual like battle with the opponents. Like one time I was a sport and I was able to able to go 1v1 their ADC. I mean, sometimes like being like really strong is really fun. Yep, and she's poking me, but there's not much I could do that. I don't want to totally back off. And, she's not going to get out. But I was hoping to actually take her, but it's a good thing. She could have kind of... If I backed off, our turret was going to go down, and like I've said before, that's never a good thing to lose your turret, because unlike champions, towers don't respawn. Come on, guys, defend the tower that I just gave my life for. Come on. Okay, so there I am, sad and alone in the world. And the turret might just be taken now if our team doesn't react fast enough. Okay, Shin's down, everyone's there. It should be fine just now. And we might actually get something out of it. Nope, we're not going to get anything out of it. But, I mean, we did get about... if something, we did get a lot of damage out onto the enemy team. Meaning, of course, that next team fight they're going to be a little less happy to fight us. So I'm stunned. But there's not much they could really do against me at this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this with my relic shield, give some health and gold to my teammates. Like the honorable man I am. And I saw an opportunity to fight this and... wait, I was tanking that the whole time. I thought I stepped out of it. Okay, guys. Here's something you gotta make sure. Make sure you're out of turret range when you're fighting. Or at least when you think you are. But I thought like here I would be out of the turret range and I wasn't gonna continue to get shot. And I also thought that my teammates were gonna take the Fiora. So I guess I got a little overconfident, guys. So I have to apologize there. But hopefully next time things turn out a little bit better. Like I had a really strong early game, and Nautilus isn't something that's totally seen. It's kind of like, and I think it's more to my playstyle being weird, and I'm really good at playing weird things. But I mean, like some of them, like the Azir, is a little hard, and it really depends on the team, like I've said a million times. But oh wow, come on! Apparently she had to pay the price of her life, but she'll be back. And the thing is, there's not much they can actually do to fight me. So I'm gonna go ahead and check for wards, put my shield in case they try to poke me. Because of course, I'm not really worried. I have my flash, so I really kind of was hoping we could go in and do something there, and that ward is gonna die in 40 seconds. So I'll put this new one down, which will last much longer. But it seems now that our initial power is gone, that they're actually, because we, like you guys saw, we were kind of just like face rolling on them. Like this is something like that we can't do anymore. Like since Hao just kind of went in and all crazy with no thought of like how he was gonna get out, and that was like something that worked in the early game. But like I said, like towards the later game, that stuff doesn't really pan out anymore. Like these guys who struggled in farm and perhaps getting gold in the beginning of the game, like the longer we play a game, the more likely it is that they'll catch up. So and that's why usually games end at 20 minutes, because people kind of like once they get ahead, they don't want to get behind, so they continue to completely crush the opponent, and you don't really see much room for giving second chances. So I'm gonna just do some damage there, but like I was like poking basically. But in this case now, he died and that's good, but I really took way too much for that. Just gonna go ahead and take her down. And he should easily be taken down, and I meant to tank that, but apparently I didn't. But there's no harm done as he didn't die, and in 10 seconds my ult will be up. And hopefully we could save the life of a comrade. And she's going away, and I kind of want to get my... I was thinking if I got my ult off, we'd be able to kind of go in on that. But perhaps not, but I do think I have a decent amount of health regen. So hopefully I can gain some health you know, before we have to fight, maybe survive enough to use my W and a 5. That'll give me, let's see, 160 and about 260. So that's a lot of health, and that cannot really be underestimated because that's like that gives you a few good seconds, and those few good seconds can be used in a multitude of ways. And I am getting health back rather quickly, so I'm not too like worried. Didn't mean to do this. Dodge that. Dang it. But she had a flash for me, sadly. I kind of wanted, I knew I was probably going to die, but I wanted to Q and get that last minion, which I know, guys, if you guys think about it, it sounds really stupid, and it was. I was thinking, oh, there's this one last minion, if I Q it, and then I missed it, and either way, it would have gone pretty horribly wrong. And I guess that's just a part of me thinking like, I'm almost invincible, I guess you could say. So, as you guys see, that was a little foolish, and I hope you guys understand that. Even though I do some stupid bad things, I almost like you can learn from that too, much more than like when I do something really good. That's the like law of nature almost. Like that's something people say like a lot is you can learn more from a mistake than a success, and that's 100% true. Like from that mistake, there's a wealth of things that could have been done differently. And I understand that. Oh no, okay. Felix 6 went back after the Xin Sao and paid the price, and Lissandra's might just die. But we should also be sort of careful. So put down a ward, put down some more deep wards again, because while not completely ahead still, are still getting a lot more ground than we had previously. And I feel like we could probably have gone in for that a little bit better, but now I guess it's more like an idea of turning it around, and this is greedy as heck. Just gonna block the damage of that. Gonna block the damage of this. I know it's a 60-second cooldown and a little wasted on that, but I was just thinking about the possibilities of getting rid of those traps, which probably still would have been better used on something else. And she dodged that pretty well. I used my shield on myself, apparently. I meant to use it on her. Sadly, I don't know how I missed that. I guess I got a little too close to her and failed everything pretty simply. And she's dead. So that was pretty greedy of her on her part too, and that's something you could definitely see. Like, you can make use of an enemy. Like, Ari was there the whole time. Like, she kind of like felt like she was safe. She like thought she could predict my hooks, and we can still take this person out if we're careful. But apparently we're not. And it's still actually a relatively small cooldown. So let's see if I can't just do that. I'm hoping I can live. If I spam W, nope. And MF was just there waiting, and that was not the smartest thing she could have done in that situation. And to be honest, I didn't do the smartest thing there. I know, like, that was something out of pure greed. I'm like, I could always get in close and try to get us a Caitlyn. And sadly, after that, everything went pretty bad because we didn't know where the rest of their team was. They weren't anywhere outside. We kind of knew that they were probably in their base, and that meant there was so much we didn't have accounted for, and there was so much that they could do in order to like turn that little excursion into a mistake. Like, I died. I think I don't know. Lissandra almost died. I think Xin Sao died. It's hard to tell. He has a lot of life, but he was tanking the turret. So it's hard to tell at this point, actually. So I'm gonna see if I can fight Fiora, especially underneath my own minions. So I'm gonna go ahead and slow them down. Apparently, I don't know why Xin Sao didn't also peel off, but yeah, she has the same thoughts here. If Xin Sao came to help us, you know, maybe, just maybe, she wouldn't have died. And I'll tell you one thing that Fiora did that was really smart. She waited till I used my ult, and then she used her ult, which kind of, it didn't like make my ult go on cooldown or anything, and so I could use it again shortly, but it took my ult off of her, so that was like a good few moments. She was able to do whatever she kind of wanted, and even though I said I was gonna go level up my W, I didn't. So it's a little absent-minded, I guess you could say, throughout this game. Some of the mistakes I made are a little without thought. Some things that I kind of like see and do automatically almost, because I know for a fact like some of the engages I had are almost like automatic. I saw a chance, I didn't think of the consequences. I didn't like take a moment to like go over everything that was gonna happen. And this is something I'm gonna say right now: if you're gonna die, don't waste everything on trying to escape. Like, she already like flashed and everything, and it didn't look like she was gonna escape in the first place, sadly. And this is a little ballsy of me, but I know if anything, I could probably make them run for their money. And they're pushing, and now they're definitely. Come on, come on, show me what you got. Show me what you got. I'm trying to like almost make them pull off the turret, but they're going for a pretty mad push. And now I'm gonna run. Okay, so basically now, like I said, Fiora can. Everyone on their team like wasn't a bad choice. Like this, Caitlyn is a good, and Viger are pretty good in the laning phase because Viger has his stun, but it actually was nerfed. If you guys saw, like, but it was recently buffed, but it was also nerfed a while ago. It used to be so much better because it was an instant stun, and having that utility, well, was just worth it, even though it wasn't like the main damage tool. Ari is a very strong champion. She always has been pretty strong. And I think she did also get a little bit of love in this patch. But right now, like the only like Ari is the only one who's really strong on their team, so we might have been getting a little, well, Fiddlesticks also, but and you have seen like proof of his damage when he ults in. Like, but I'm gonna say mainly it's because we were getting cocky. We're letting the enemy team catch up, which is what I'm trying to say. We're letting them kind of like, and the thing is, like, they don't need all these items. They don't need to have strong team fight. If they can still push without that. So if you guys have noticed, basically, like, look at that. That feels just like ripped through our team, basically. So hopefully I can get there in time. Maybe help them fight a little quick battle. Gonna ult, and that was a bad thing because even if she does flash, she actually goes ahead and does go ahead and get off this whole thing. But look at this right now. I am incredibly tanky. And I have all these shields that even afterwards I can survive this. And Ari's here, so we should be careful. We're all very low, but I feel almost like... Yeah, that was the thing. That I'm going to tell you what I did there. Almost like I did it at an angle, so even if I missed, it wasn't going to bring me into the turret range. Like I've done previously before, to be honest. A little bad, horribly. I went ahead and I did things that were a little, questionable. And right now our team could totally take on the Fiddlesticks, even though we're all so very low. And if we're not careful though, like I said, if we're not careful and we're a little overconfident, we're definitely going to get ourselves taken down. So I'm going to back right here. And Xin Sao, yeah, he has the Elixir of Iron, because he is way too big. Speaking of which, I don't have any money for it, but I was thinking I'd get it just to show you guys just how big I could get. Because Nautilus is a pretty big champion already. He's, compared to like someone like MF or even the regular size Xin Sao or Lisandro, like, he's actually like a pretty big, he's He's like this like diving suits are actually like made to be pretty bigger than human because of course they have to fit in. But even like then, like even if this was considered a regular diving suit, so I kind of like made some predictions there. Okay, and I got that kill apparently. And Phil 6 kind of got busted. I don't know. Did he not get a chance to use his hourglass or something? Let's go behind, guys. So right now we're completely going hardcore on them, and we can't go in there sadly. Can't go in through the back door. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get off all this beautiful tanking stats I have. Oh no! Dang it! I got really greedy there. I was thinking even if I died, we could have taken the chance to get the turret because it was so low. And the thing is, like, I was willing to die. I was thinking he would probably be distracted and trying to kill me. And I thought Jin Sao had enough damage in order to really go ahead and make something of that fight. And he does. He could have gone ahead and we could have taken the turret, and that would have been great. It would have been closer to ending the game because we got the mid inhibitor, and that's really going to be strong for us. And we're getting the... oh, wait, no. Why? You do that. I had 6 seconds left. Now I don't have dragon. So basically, I'm just saying that. I mean, I'm not really too mad because dragon buff, let's see, doubles the other bonuses. It would have given me more movement speed, given me more damage to towers, and given me more offense for the most part. It wouldn't be giving me any defense. So honestly, like, that's not gonna be like super effective on me. Sure, any bit of extra damage I can get will be useful, but to be completely honest, it doesn't matter as much on me. Like, Jin Sao can make much more use of it than I can. So can the Irelia. So let me go and do that, guys. Look at this. I'm a rough and tough and giant slayer. And now we should be able to take the turret. So I did a decent amount of damage there. And we went ahead and did a lot of damage. I realized going hardcore, apparently. And I slayed the Fiora. So right now we're actually like pretty good to end this, guys. And I think they surrendered, guys. So GG, well played. Can't really type that, but hope you guys enjoy this game. And this is the power behind a tank like Nautilus. He's someone who could actually do a lot of damage, but I wouldn't like build, and you can even build him damage, but I'd say he's more useful as a tank. You saw how long he'll survive into that turret and everything. So I'm gonna say, like, if you can be someone like have like a Nautilus in your game, he's actually really strong now in the jungle too. So maybe next week, cause I already played him to maybe like next week, cause don't want to do it too close after another. But maybe if you guys say in the comments below if you want to see me play him in the jungle, his proper role, I'll show you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If so, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on the League of Legends.